Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our online class. So, dear students, just recall and brush up your memories that what you have learned in our last class. So, dear students, we are learning about the parasitic plants, which is one of the heterotrophic nutrition. What is heterotrophic nutrition? Hetero means different and trophic means it refers to food. So the organism that obtain their food from the other organisms are called as the heterotrophs, and the process of obtaining food is called as a heterotrophic nutrition. So dear students, in last class, first type of the heterotrophic nutrition we have learned what is the first type of the heterotrophic nutrition, that is parasitic plants. So parasitic plants, what are the examples of parasitic plants? First one we have done there, Cascata, next is the Orbenke, and last one is the Viscum. So we have discussed how the parasitic plants get their food from another green plant. Okay, so this green plant are nothing but the host. So dear students, now it's time to discuss the next part of the heterotrophic plants, that is the part 4, nutrition in plants. So dear students, be ready to know some new things. So dear students, before going to the concept, just let's discuss one activity. So usually we are eating the breads in our breakfast, but what happens if the bread is, it will going to be changed in a rotting bread. Okay, so what do you mean by this rotting bread? Let's discuss. So dear students, here one activity, you have to take a piece of bread and sprinkle a little water on it. Okay, what happens when you are going to sprinkle a little water on the piece of bread and just keep it for 2 to 3 days? What you can find after 2 to 3 days, that is there is a cotton like a black colored growth. Oh, yes, so usually this black colored growth is nothing but the fungus. Is it? It is nothing but the fungus. So dear students, this cotton like black colored growth on the bread, these are the saprophytic plants. These are the saprophytic plants. Okay, so dear students, this is the bread molds sucking their food material from the rotting bread. Okay, so dear students, these are the fungus which can develop by the decay materials, and as well as this is one of the mode of nutrition where this saprophytic plants get their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matters. Okay, so let's discuss the definition of saprophytic plants. Okay, so dear students, when we are talking about the saprophytic plants, the famous example is about the mushrooms. Okay, so usually nowadays also you can observe these mushrooms in your surrounding itself. So dear students, afterwards we will going to discuss the mushroom concept. First let's take a definition of saprophytic plants. Saprophytic plants get their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matters, and they are usually white in color. Usually which color it is? It is a white in color, although they can have bright colorful flowers, and the common examples of saprophytes are rhizops. Okay, this is nothing but the bread mold. So dear students, these words are little bit difficult for you for the pronunciation, so you have to do a daily practice of to recall these examples. So what is the spelling of rhizops? That is RHIZOPS. Okay, so this is your bread mold, and makar, that is the pin mold, and it is nothing but the yeast. Okay, so dear students, this is the examples of saprophytic plants. So these plants grown on rotting materials and suck their nutrition using tiny hairs. So usually what happens, rotting means it is a decay material, so they are taking the nutrition from the decay material. So this is one of the saprophytic nutrition where they are taking their food from the dead and decaying organic matters. So here this is another example of saprophytic plants, that is the mushrooms. Okay, so dear students, if the question will arise that what is the saprophytic plants, then they are the plants get their nutrition from dead and decaying organic matter. Okay, so here you can write these things in a point wise. First one, just write the definition, then go for the next concept, that is they are usually white in color and also they have a bright colorful flowers. Okay, they have a bright colorful flowers. So what are the examples of the saprophytes? That is the rhizops, okay, which is nothing but the bread mold. So what you are finding the white color substance on the rotten bread, it is nothing but the rhizops. Okay, and another example, that is the macaw. Okay, it is the macaw, it is pin mold which found you can found on the east. Okay, so next is the example about the agaricus. Okay, agaricus is nothing but the mushroom. So what is the biological name of the mushroom? It is very famous and it is very familiar to us because some of the people, they are like to have these mushrooms. Okay, so what is the biological name of mushroom? That is the agaricus. Okay, what is the example of the saprophytic plants? Totally 3 examples are there. Saprophytic plants are having the totally 3 examples in your textbook. So I have taken only the 3 names, that is the rhizops, macaw and the agaricus. Okay, these are the biological names. So you have to be more focused on these words because these examples are difficult to remember. So daily just you have to take the practice. Okay, so dear students, now let's start with the next nutrition. Okay, that is the symbiotic plants. Okay, so here when we are talking about the symbiotic plants, you can see the image on the screen. Okay, so usually what happens on the trees and some of the plants, they have a extra plants on their surface. Okay, so usually you can find in your surrounding itself. Nowadays what happen, on the tree itself another plant will come. Okay, so this another plant is nothing but the develop an association with other plants where both of them benefit from each other. What happens, these extra plants are developing on the tree itself, and after that what happened, one of the plants provides shelter while the other plants provide nourishments. Okay, these are the called as the symbiotic plants. So dear students, these are the nutrition or these are the some plants, they develop an association with other plants where both of them benefit from each other, and one plant provides shelter while the other provides nourishments. Okay, so they are providing the nutrition to the plant. So what happens, these plants will provide the nutrients to the main surface of the tree. Okay, so a famous example of this symbiotic plant, that is the lichen. Again lichen having some more classification, but for your syllabus this much is enough, that lichen is the good examples of symbiotic plants. So you can find in your surrounding itself, and lichen is the symbiotic association between algae and the fungi. Okay, so this much is enough for you. Okay, and lichen is the good example of symbiotic plants, and lichen is the symbiotic association between algae and fungi. Why I am repeating these two things, that you have to be more focused on this concept. Okay, and another type of the lichen now we will discuss. Usually what happens, some extra developed roots will be, you can see in your surrounding from towards the tree. Then it is the another example of symbiotic relationship, that is called as the mycorrhiza. Okay, this is the mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza spelling is MYCORRHIZA. Okay, please keep in your mind this example, that is the mycorrhiza. MYCORRHIZA, mycorrhiza. And myco means fungus, where rhiza means root. Okay, so what is the mycorrhiza means? Myco means fungus and rhiza means root. Okay, so in the Greek, this having the meaning of this word, that is myco means fungus and rhiza means root in Greek, and the word mycorrhiza literally means fungus root. Okay, so you can observe in your surrounding itself, there extra developed roots will be there around to the tree or the plant. So this is another one of the type of the fungus itself. So this is nothing but the symbiotic nutrition of the plants. Okay, this is another example of symbiotic plants, where this also can known as the fungus root. Okay, so this fungus root is nothing but the mycorrhiza. Okay, mycorrhiza. So what is the spelling of mycorrhiza? MYCORRHIZA, mycorrhiza. Okay, dear students, I hope there is no confusion. So just look at around these images. So here around the tree, how the extra roots are developing here. In similar way, these plants also having the some extra root, which is not necessary. Okay, which is not necessary. So it is nothing but the fungus root. Okay, so now, dear students, already we have covered the symbiotic and the saprophytic plants. So dear students, from last video and today's video, you have to collect all the examples of parasitic plants, saprophytic plants, symbiotic plants, and you have to write minimum 5 times. Okay, maximum 10 times you can write, but minimum 5 times you have to write all the examples, because these examples are difficult to remember. So that's why I am pushing more focus on the words. So dear students, you have to collect all the examples and you have to write in your homework book minimum 5 times, and for this purpose you just refer the textbooks. You will get all the examples what we have discussed till now. So dear students, in next class we will going to learn another mode of the nutrition in the plants. Till that time, just recall what we have done, and please take a one glance of your textbooks, take a help of your textbooks. What are the images I have taken to explain here? I have taken from the textbook itself. So just refer the textbooks and do the habit of daily revision. Otherwise what happen, it will find difficult to remember the concept. So dear students, I hope you will do these things and just stay safe and stay healthy and utilize your time. Okay, we will meet in the next class. Till that time, just stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.